Beth Olsen. I'm chair of the ESA Human Ecology section, and I'd like to introduce you to human ecology. The history of human ecology in ESA dates back to the beginning of the society. In 1918, the first volume of the journal Ecology made explicit reference to human ecology. Fast forward to this century, an ESA Human Ecology section was founded in 2008. Human ecologists listen to local voices. We want to know how they perceive their environment, how they interact with their environment, and what further understanding they seek about their environment. I'd like to give you a sampling of some human ecologists and their perspectives so you can see the diversity within our organization. One of my projects is looking at the social benefits of engineering with nature. My collaborators are the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers and NOAA. We are listening to the local voices of the Smith Island waterman community in the Chesapeake Bay. The Army Corps just finished an installation where they resurrected a sunken island and added natural and nature-based features to provide erosion control for the waterman community. And what we'd like to know is, what is the perception of the watermen about this project? How do they interact with the new environment that was created? And what's their understanding of the ecosystem services that are offered by the project? Another project I'm working on is the development of a community guide to assessing non-tidal flood impacts in Maryland. I'm collaborating with the EPA and the Maryland Department of Natural Resources. The pilot community is the Greenbelt Homes Incorporated, a small cooperative in Prince George's County, Maryland. So we're listening to their voices to see what their concerns are about their flooding issues. With climate change, they are receiving much more often high-intensity rain events, and that is affecting flooding in their area. So we want to know how they handle flooding now and what resources they would find useful to help better understand their flooding conditions. Lynn Meng is a human ecologist. Lynn has a project entitled When Do Trees Leaf Out in a Warming City? Her collaborators are the Oak Ridge National Laboratory, Iowa State University, and NASA Finest. Lynn's findings show that trees that grow in urban heat islands start their growing season earlier than their counterparts in rural areas. This is important to the humans living in the urban areas, particularly those with pollen allergies. So Lynn's findings can help those individuals adjust to the changing climate in terms of dealing with their allergies. Rob Divo is a human ecologist at the Australian National University. He's collaborating with the University of the Philippines, Los Baños, and he's listening to the local voices of the Philippine coffee growers. Rob held visioning exercises with the coffee growers to find out where they are now environmentally and socially, where would they like to be in the future, and what might help them get there. Dee Lobo is a human ecologist. She listens to the local voices of the rural villagers that live on the edges of the World Heritage Site, Serra de Capivara National Park in Brazil. She looks at cultural identity, opportunities for decent work, and emancipation from the vicious cycle of extreme poverty and environmental degradation. One of the social enterprises that the villagers have is Serra de Capivara pottery, which uses natural and cultural heritage as inspiration to produce high-quality pottery, which is sold on the national and international markets. Phyllis Thibodeau is also a human ecologist. She thinks globally and acts locally with her career Ecology. She emphasizes the UN Sustainable Development Goals and presents those to professionals within the cultural context of the communities in which they practice. Phyllis also acts locally with the Chesapeake Community Partnership for Food, Health, Justice, Education, and Employment. This gives you a little taste of what we're like in the human ecology section of ESA. We actually like humans. So if you think you might be interested in becoming a human ecologist or joining our organization as one, then come join us.